20 people here today. We've got 3 kits to raffle off. Courtesy of our practice right here.
May the odds be even and ever in your favor.
First winner is
Anya.
Anya.
Next to the G Fred.
Got that guy?
I've been eyeing him first.
Oh, yeah?
Alright.
Spin number 2.
Yep. So me, but I just needed to prove that it's not. It's a.
I need to
Well, it
prove
makes it any
it.
better. I put the names in, so.
The big one.
Sean Bryant.
Next month's gonna be our build competition, so if you want to enter into that, just come in before 12 o'clock that day with your entry, put it at the back table, and then we'll go through it. Prizes are gonna be first, second, and third place, mostly discount codes for everyone from Gundam Pros. And that's about it. It's gonna be me, Melissa, and Tacoma judging it, and then Adam here is recording and he'll probably ask you questions too for video. But just want to give you a heads up on that.
We are looking forward to seeing some really cool stuff.
Yeah, so thank you all again for coming today, and hope to see you all next month.
Something that I'm happy with at the end.
A completion, I guess.
If you complete it,
A completed one would be ideal.
When it's like finished.
Actually finishing it, not just putting it back in the box on the shelf.
It's all together. It's not falling apart at the seams.
No broken pieces.
If I don't break anything,
You know, it doesn't. I don't have to worry about. Oh my God, do I have to glue the kit together?
I'm just happy if it stands on its own and nothing's broken.
Because I haven't delved enough into customizing a kit or painting it or doing any kind of extra customization. For me, a completed kit is a successful kit.
Does that mean like a kit that failed is one you didn't complete, right? Let's say like, oh, if you snap it together, it's built, but it's not complete.
The other will probably be customizing it into your own any way you want.
Because you can still, you can panel line it, you can detail, you can paint it yourself if you want.
A build that fits together well, mostly about the process for me, that I don't have to like fight the model. It flows for me.
Sometimes I'll do the decal, sometimes I'll panel line, sometimes I won't.
Yep.
If it looks nice and clean, like if nut marks are dealt with pretty well, if it poses well, like that's always something I really like. If I can put it on the shelf and it feels like it has some personality.
Once you see all the pieces all put together, the legs, arms, head, core, wings, that's when you see it all done, it's like, ooh, I did that. Just through your own hand or your hard work. That's the best. When you know that you're the one that built it, that's success.
I took the 30-minute fantasies liberal fighter, bought 2 of the Vikings, and put both together to create something totally different.
As if it's a really stable enough build, satisfying, got all the panel lining, and you have as few nub marks or flashes as possible.
No nub marks, good panel lining, decently posed.
If it looks good from across the room, and if you don't have to get right up into it, if it still looks good, and
if I had fun, that's what I'm doing it for. Whether or not like something isn't sanded perfectly or a slide doesn't transfer nicely, is as long as I'm having fun. That's all that matters.
The real great Wing Zero TV version of Storm's legs.
Mostly finished this girl right here. The attack girl's Heracross is essentially if you took Kamen Rider and Chris Yuki from Symphogear. I am doing both of these dragons, these sort of lizardmen knights, and doing both kits simultaneously. It's the same kit, so and they're 30-minute missions.
Perfect grade Gundam W. Realizing that I forgot my screwdriver.
Oh no!
Which is an adjustment that I've had to make with this kit. Having to become a handy woman with tools and nuts and screws. Probably use an X-Acto or the head of my nippers or something.
Wrapping up the master grade Goth, finally.
Oh, okay.
Putting it off for a long time.
Putting it goth.
Just putting it off. Oh no.
Relax.
I'm with literal names.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Both. If I really like the kit, I'm gonna go the extra mile. I'm gonna make sure all the panel lining's cleaned up. I'm gonna make sure all my cuts are perfect. If there's color correction, I'm gonna break out the paint pens, break out the paint. I'll panel line it, make it that much more interesting.
For me, it's to relax because I have other hobbies, whether it's drawing or sculpting and hand embroider, those are all way more challenging than building. Here I just follow steps and I just don't have to think too much of the whole process. I can just zone out. Otherwise, if I delve into making it super overcomplicated, then it's gonna not be as fun.
Mix of both.
A little both.
A little bit of both, actually. Sometimes I just like to have a nice, relaxing build. For real grades like this, I kind of like the challenge because I like how it pays off in the end.
I build the relax. I'm sure this one likes the challenging part. Come here once a month, try to calm mellow out.
Build the chill. Build the chill. I gotcha.
Usually to relax. There's skills that if I haven't learned, I'll occasionally pick one up and focus on it. For the build contest last year, I worked on building a diorama and working on adding lighting to a kit. And that was stressful, but that was like wanting to learn new skills. This year I'm learning about scribing for the first time, and it's like, it felt intimidating, so I feel like I just want to like ease into it.
Relax. So sometimes I do challenge myself, like getting bigger and bigger kits.
Like, if you build a normal Bandai kit, and if you didn't add a third party, this probably been fun and easy. But if you do add third party stuff, oh man, no. Fitment issues, don't buy knockoffs.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly relaxed with like sprinkles of challenge. Some body parts are easier than others, but overall I think it's nice to kind of just zone out and overall relax too. But there are some challenges within. You know what I mean? A cookie's a cookie, but sometimes there's chocolate chips in it. Still a cookie.
I'd like to say I build to relax, and then I get, stuff like this. And it's like comedically small, or it's all clear, so it's like kind of annoying to try and sand, right? And then but I like the challenge, right? So
yeah.
It's like, this is, I do something and it's like, oh, this is so annoying, and I stop. Because it's a lot easier. Like if it is a challenge, I'm not doing it mindlessly. Like if it's something I have to like focus and pay attention to, I like that a lot more than something that's easy. So
gotcha.
My challenging kits like this are relaxing to me.
Working on digrade, where is it? Gundam Legillis. Got the torso and some arms built right now. Working on the legs.
Gunpla Bandai Exia. It's a little different. It's got different colors rather than the standard color of the Exia. It's made with Gunpla, so it's made with recycled runners. Got neon purple and a black.
Black Luster Soldier.
Oh.
He is very cool.
Very cool.
Obviously, the armor is what drew me to him. We got lots of shiny colors. I built part of the torso and part of the head. Lots of really cool details and trims. I'm building the right arm is what I'm doing now. And hopefully I can get him somewhat more done before the end of the day, but who knows? I do like to talk, so that is a major setback in my building career.
So it's a mini kit. It's been fine. So it's a really small kit, not the smallest I built.
Yeah.
My fingers hurt though. Some of the pieces are like comedically small, which wasn't like this in the other ones that I built, which were even smaller. So those have been like the only bad part so far. I got 2 arms and part of the body. It'd be bigger than the smallest thing I built, because I bought a cup noodle Zaku that's this big. I think this might be bigger than that. The only way to find out is I put them side by side, so.
Right.
I think a lot of people would say it's the Bandai exclusivity. I think once the kits have kind of run their course, Bandai should bring them as a standard release.
Price increases and tariffs. Tell me this doesn't look like that there's supposed to be some piece covering up the back of her leg. It looks like there should be something there, right?
Yeah.
And there isn't. I don't know. Every build I do, there's always some sort of weird oddity like that.
I've expanded to a lot of other companies and brands outside of Gundam, and a lot of those tend to include water slide decals with the kits, but with Bandai. They mostly sell those separately. And then it's only like some kits that will include them, usually the bigger ones like Master Grades, Perfect Grades, Bandai kits, stuff like that.
Sometimes it's difficult when someone has a lot of expensive kits and they decide sometimes to kit bash by breaking some pieces and reassembling them and putting them in a specific configuration, which sometimes can be cool and creative, But sometimes I'm just like, they present it as a video that you can replicate at home of something you can do at home, and it's just like, it's not always feasible.
Yeah.
Because some people just have very expensive kits or very expensive tools, so it doesn't feel like it's that accessible as they present it to me. Some creators actually forget that everything they have on the table can be a couple grand. They're not as relatable as they once were that made their success on social media to begin with.
Stuff like battle damage. In theory, it sounds really hard to do. Oh, you have to break a piece yourself. That to me just sounds annoying. If you mess it up once, oh well, that sucks, right?
There are a lot of cool kits that Premium Bandai's put out that are not just like variants of an existing kit, but they're an entirely new mold. It's like for some of the manga or something. And I just wish those kits were more easily available because they seem like they'd be fun to build.
Oh, the price gouging. Especially the Perfect Grade Unleashed new Gundam that's coming out. I'm checking online, it's like $670 or $680.
Oh my god.
Just to buy a kit that's plastic. I'm like, I think I could pay my rent with that. I think I choose to pay rent with that.
You choose to pay rent.
Tends to be like the older kits.
Like the ones that need screws and glue?
Yeah, or like unorganized runners where it's like a bunch of stuff. I feel like with the newer ones, it's either less runners or organized better.
So something I guess I don't like more than that is like weathering. I like them all nice and pristine on my desk.
An overly weathered kit, or sometimes when people go crazy with like the gradient paint jobs to where you can't even like tell the parts apart. Just like, I guess, over detailing.
Absurd amount of stickers. The Sinajus, when they have like all the black pieces and then you have to put the white stickers on them, where it's, yeah.
The lack of new master grades, and I dislike the fact that we get so many RX-78s. I really wish they would spread out a little more to other universes, to other models. There's so many more interesting suits, mechs, that would be interesting to build, but they don't get the proper love. Or even ones they already have kits that are like 3 decades old, like, they need some love.
Building the God Gundam, the Fat Cat version, so it's like a real grade, but 1/100 scale. It's really nice, really sturdy, really fun build. I started the main kit. I did the backpack and some of the effects parts last night.
Okay.
I like to do the least interesting parts and then I enjoy the bulk of the kit afterwards.
Oh, is that how you usually do it? Least
Yeah.
interesting parts first?
Yeah, it's like the weapons and the backpack sometimes, all the hands, they just take forever.
Building the weapons on this thing, and it should be done.
All done today, you think? Or
I hope so. There's a chance I won't, but we'll see.
oh, that's a long name.
Getting like the shoulder bits.
The Master Grade Age 1 Titus. As soon as I saw it, I had to wait a couple weeks till I got paid, but I had to grab it. I got most of the chest. Best part about any Age 1 is that they actually have a little, so you can zoom in on this, right? It actually has a closing cockpit, which actually has the monitor slide in. It's kind of cool.
When you're building the legs, because when you finally build the legs, you can finally stand the thing up and have it displayed, and then get your process, and then see the process of it being stand up.
When the head goes on the chest, until that point, it's kind of like 2 big hunks of plastic. Once that happens, they get a sense of, no, this is this mech. It's not a generic mech, it's this unit.
If it's someone else's build, like sometimes if I'm showing someone what Gunpla's like or giving them a kit, it's the first time they snap 2 pieces together and it makes that noise, and they suddenly realize how satisfying the experience of building can be.
The process is what I like the most. Anybody can be like, oh, you built it, now you can look at it, great. Putting it together and going through like this, like the struggle of having like comedically small pieces, or if I build something that's clear, it's like, oh, if I sand it and it looks a little weird, so I use a glass file, it's like, that is the more enjoyable part than like, oh hey, I finished. Because now it's like, now what do I do and it's done? Nothing left, right? The journey is more important than the end or the start, right?
Getting to pose it at the end, you actually just have it all together in my hands and see what it can actually do.
When it can start to stand up, even on like just one leg.
I think the most satisfying moment is just to attach all the limbs to the torso and the head and finally do the final assembly.
That's when I finally actually finish it once, because now I actually get to see what I've been working towards.
When it all comes together at the end, where you can just look at it and go, yes,
I did this.
When I have everything finished up and I'm about to just take all the sections and put them together to make the final mobile suit.
When you start connecting things to the core, the arm, the leg, chest, everything to the head, to the core, and you just see that full body for that first time, it's like, ooh, there we go.
When it's done, if it stands on its own, that's even better. If I can pose it and I can, like, you know, get it to stand without using a stand, that's even better.
Putting that last piece on in the build story has got here.
The eye sticker.
I guess the end.
The end?
Satisfying moments are when like pieces really click together.
Oh yeah.
It's like a really ASMR, like chunky click.
So far, not bad. The weight's good.
Yeah.
Stability is definitely improved.
Yeah.
Just because of the sheer weight, and we'll see. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Working on Rydera. I've only got a head done. That's about it. I've been chatting too much.
Just about done. That's all that's left. It's done being built, but it's not done yet. There's so much more to do. Panel lining and all the decals. I've been working on it here for the last, like, I don't know, three months. I had built the inner frame and part of the truss, but I just did the armor here. The taller he gets, the more nervous I am to stand him up.
The Master Grade Crossbones Gundam. That was my first Master Grade, and I broke a few pieces on it to the point where I couldn't finish it.
One of the first real grades I did, just how real tiny it is and all the detail that's in it. It just was very time consuming, and you know, I really took my time with it, but I learned a lot building those, and I just apply it to every other kit I get.
Probably the MG SD Wing Endless Waltz Edition. That was my first ever Master Grade, and it really taught me to make sure everything on a Master Grade is seated properly.
There was one kit I built years ago. It was the first time I tried to do water decals on something that wasn't a flat surface. And good God. So her bra came out miserably, like it was like a floral pattern, but it was like a strip. And it just would not stay on. And then once I got the hang of it, like I had to build like I had to put like the decals on beer cans and like potato chip bags. And like it was such a odd kit. But like now that the decals are on, the ones that actually stayed on look really good. And then of course I've never done decals since.
I think the kit that taught me the most was the Master Grade RX-78-2 version 3.0. It was my first Master Grade, and it's really complicated, so I learned a lot about... it was like learning panel lining on that, learning water slide decals on Gunpla, top coating, and just learning how finicky some of the assemblies can be. So yeah, that was one where I really felt like I could take on a lot of kits after it.
Probably my first kit, I think it was a Noble kit, kind of like the Sailor Moon. It taught me that you can't build a high grade without nippers. I mean, it was my very first kit and I had no idea what I was doing. So it taught me everything. And just like getting into the hobby. There's no rules when it comes to Gunpla in a way. You can kind of build however you want, but there are some fundamentals, and he taught me that.
Like you need flour for the cookie, right?
You don't always need chocolate chips.
You don't always
but
need
you
chocolate chips.
Flour,
You do need
butter.
flour.
I think it was actually from my first one, which was a high grade, which taught me that I need to be far more careful when putting it all together, because sometimes I accidentally snip some important parts of it, like a ball joint or two. So it taught me to be a little more patient when doing my builds.
I think it's honestly been more what I do with the kit than the kit in general. Anything I've learned the most of is because I paint it, or because I actually like learned to do water slide decals on it, or when I learned paneling. So it's never been a particular kit, it's more about trying different techniques.
It's the Black Horn, another Zoid kit. It taught me always have this on hand. In case something's a bit loose, modeling cement is your friend.
The kit that taught me the most was probably my first 1/100 high grade from the Endless Waltz, really old school days. It was like mid-90s. I'm showing my age already. But my very first kit was like a 1/100 talkie story. And I was just like, whoa, this is Gundam. I was just like admiring just the details and all the things, and I always look at the box more than the kit when I fully built mine, because back then, the kits weren't even painted white. Like, they had this weird, like, off-white caramel color. It was like 97 when I got that kit.
Master Grade Zeta Gundam 2.0. That was the first Master Grade I tried. I almost broke a piece, but then that was teaching me to, you know, tolerances for kits might not be perfect on the joints, and so you might have to, like, you know, sand something down, scrape away, snip away parts slightly just to make it fit better, move around more smoothly.
PG Unleashed Gundam. That thing took me about 3 days to complete in whole. That taught me these things take time, patience, that these things can't be done in a day.